Hey there, welcome back to Fluency Goals. I'm Mandeep, and in today's lesson, we are going to learn the difference, the usage, and understand the meaning of the most commonly confused words in English language. Now, these words they are commonly used in everyday language, but often even upper intermediate or even some advanced English speakers do not understand the difference between these words and they often mix them up. Now, understanding the exact usage of these words will take your language level up a notch and also help you avoid the most embarrassing mistakes in using English language. Now, as always, you can download the free PDF from the website www.myfluencygoals.com. I have shared the link in the description box for your easy access. Now, let's dive deep into the lesson, shall we? The first word pair that I have here is bath versus bathe. Notice the difference in the pronunciation as well as the spellings. This one here is bath, bath. This one here with E is bathe, bathe. Now, what is the difference in these two? Now, this bath over here, it is a noun. It is the act of washing your body, cleaning your body. So, whenever you use it in a sentence, in a noun position, whenever you are talking about that act of washing your body, you will refer to as bath. Let's see some sentences here. I took a relaxing bath after a long day. Relaxing bath. Here, see, bath is used as a noun and relaxing is an adjective. That is defining the kind of bath it is. Is it a hurried bath? Is it a relaxing bath? The children were playing with the toy boats in the bath. Now, here the bath means the bathtub, the container that is used for washing. So the children were playing with their toy boats in the bath. She added some scented salts to her bath. Again, notice the position bath here. It refers to the act of washing. So it is a noun here. So here it may refer to the bathtub, to the container, to the water filled for bathing. Now here comes bathing, bathe. Bathe is a verb. So whenever washing oneself is referred as an action. So that action, whenever we are talking about that action of taking a bath, then we refer to pronounce it as bathe. She bathed her baby gently in the warm water. Here, bathed her baby. So bathe can be changed into past form as bathed. So here it is the action of washing. He bathed in the ocean after his morning run. So again, bathed in the ocean. It's a past action. So that is the action that happened, the action of washing oneself in the ocean water after the morning run. The nurse bathed the patient's wound carefully. So here bathed, cleaned the patient's wound carefully. So here again it is an action. The next is cloth versus clothes. Cloth, clothes. Notice the pronunciation and the spellings. Again the difference of E here. Cloth, cloth, clothes, clothes. Now, cloth, when used without E, it is a piece of fabric from which you can tailor, you can make the clothes. So, cloth is simply a piece of fabric like tablecloth, cleaning cloth, soft cloth. So, whenever we refer to cloth as a material, as just a piece of fabric, we call it cloth. And we do not use any E after H. So the plural is cloths. She used a soft cloth to dust the furniture. The tailor needed several yards of cloth to make the dress. He wiped his hands with a clean cloth. Now let's look at clothes. Clothes. Now see the here, clothes. Do not pronounce it as clothes or clothes. The sound becomes very soft. Almost we are skipping it. Clothes. Clothes. So clothes are the stitched garments that are worn over the body. Designer clothes, expensive clothes, new clothes, old clothes. I need to buy some new clothes for the summer. She packed her clothes in the suitcase. So here she is not packing some unstitched fabrics. She is packing the garments, the dresses. So that's why we are referring to as clothes. He donated his old clothes to charity. So next commonly confused words is sometime, sometimes and sometime. So what is the difference between these three? Now notice there is no difference in the pronunciation. It is just in the difference is just in the stress. Sometime without s, sometimes and sometime. So you give a gap between the last one, sometime. This sometime here is an adverb. It means an unspecified time. So this time can refer to future or it can refer to past. Let's get together sometime next week. I would like to visit Europe sometime in my life. So it means at some unspecified time in future. I don't know yet when that time will come, but I would like to visit Europe sometime in my life. He said he'll call me back sometime later in the day. So that means I do not know when he is going to call me. So it is an unspecified time. If we gap this sometime, it refers to duration of time. Duration of time or period of time. Like, I need some time to think over this matter. That means you'll require a duration of time to think over this matter. It will take some time to learn a new language. This means it is going to take a duration of time to learn a new language. We spend some time exploring the city. Now, sometimes with S. Whenever we use sometimes with S, it means occasionally, every now or then. Sometimes I bump into him while shopping for grocery. That means occasionally, now or then. She sometimes forgets her keys. That means occasionally. She forgets her keys. He sometimes cooks dinner for his family. The next is everyday versus every day. Everyday versus every day. When you say everyday as one word, you mean it is a routine. So you refer to something as a routine and something as ordinary. Like this happens every day. So let's say you say these kinds of incidents keep happening with me every day. So that is, it's not out of ordinary that these kind of incidents happen with me every day. So it's a routine. Jeans and t-shirt are my everyday attire. That means it's a routine. I like to wear them every day. So everyday is used as an adjective. Everyday attire. Attire is a noun. So it is qualifying that noun. So everyday is an adjective. Brushing your teeth is an everyday habit. So here everyday refers to the habit that is a part of routine. Now let's look at what is the difference if we separate these two words, every day. So this every day, if you separate it, take it as each day. Like every day of the week is special. So each day of the week is special. She reads the newspaper every day. Reading a newspaper is my everyday routine. Here we are using it as an adjective, as one word. But if we are simply referring to as each day or single day, we use it as she reads newspaper every day. Notice the difference? I hope that you understood there. He practices piano every day. that means each day. The next is farther versus further. Farther, further. So the difference of A and U there. So farther refers to physical distance. He ran farther than his competitor. That means he went more distance. He ran more distance than his competitor. The sign indicated that the restaurant was much farther away than they thought. That means the distance was more than they thought. Now let's take a look at further. Further here can be used as an additional information, in addition to, or it can be used as a figurative or metaphorical distance. Let's understand with examples. We need further discussion on this issue. That means we need more discussion. In addition to what we have already had, we need more discussion. So further discussion. She declined to comment further. So again, more additional comments. So she declined to provide additional comments. For further information, please contact us. For additional information, more information, please contact us. Further is used as additional, in addition to, as a replacement for more or in addition to. Whereas farther is used to indicate physical distance. Classic versus classical. Classic versus classical. Now classic, it is an adjective. It is used to indicate that something is of high value. This is a classic design. So this is a classic piece of furniture. That's why it's expensive. So that means it has got a lot of value. That movie is a classic. So here it means it is timeless and it is excellent. She has a classic sense of style. That means her style is timeless and excellent. Now classical. Now if we call something classical, we are referring to it as ancient in terms of culture, art or music. Like classical music. Ghazals is a classical form of music and it is my favorite. She studied classical literature in college. The museum has a collection of classical sculptures. Here it is referring to the art form, the ancient art form, the ancient sculptures. Now the next is historic versus historical. Now historic is adjective. It means something that is important in history. Whereas historical refers to something general in history. Let's understand in sentence usage. The signing of the nuclear treaty was a historic event. That means it holds a great significance in history. So whenever something indicates importance, that is going to hold a lot of importance in history and it plays a significant role, that event or that thing, that building, that thing can be called as historic. It was a historic judgment passed by the Supreme Court. So that means it is going to have a great significance in history. This judgment passed by the Supreme Court is going to have a great significance in history. That's why we are calling it as historic judgment. Now historical. Now whenever we are referring to things that belong to history or in general, that means they are from the past, like historical ornaments or historical weapons. So something that just relates to past in general, whether it's significant or not doesn't matter. She enjoys reading historical novels. That means the novels that deal with history in general. The museum has a collection of historical artifacts. So that means artifacts that belong to past. Now let's take a quiz to test our understanding of the usage of these words. I like to take a long after a stressful day. Bathe. So it's a noun here. I do not like to wear flimsy Clothes, because we are referring to the garments here. He goes to the gym to stay in shape. Every day, that means each day. The hikers decided to walk into the mountains. Farther, we are talking about the distance here. The discovery of the ancient tomb was a event. Historic, because it is going to have a great significance in history. I hope that you like this lesson. Please give a thumbs up to show your love, and I would love to hear your views in the comment section. Please drop your comments there, and if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, then please hit that subscribe button and don't forget to click on that bell icon so that you can receive the notifications well on time. I'll see you next time with another lesson. Till then, happy learning.